Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome everybody. This is our last tip in Tazkiyah, at least. Okay, you still have one tip tomorrow in other topic. But this is the 29th of Ramadan, and I wish you enjoyed the whole month and you enjoyed the tips that we've been sharing. Today I chose a dialogue from Surah Al-Muddathir, from the Juz 29. It is a dialogue between people who were accepted from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who were in paradise, versus the people who are punished in hell. Okay, so let's contemplate, let's reflect on this dialogue. The people in paradise asked those who were doomed, why are you there? Why are you in Saqar? Saqar is one of the names for hell. So they replied, they mentioned four reasons, and we are going to reflect over two of them. The four are very important, but I chose two only for the sake of our time, okay? So what was their reply? They said, قالوا لم نك من المصلين ولم نك نطعم المسكين وكنا نخوض مع الخائضين وكنا نكذب بيوم الدين. So they answered, or they would say, we were not of those who prayed, nor did we feed the destitute, and we used to indulge with those who indulge, and we used to deny the day of judgment. Okay, so number one and number four are a bit clear and known and expected, which is neglecting prayer. They were not praying. So we all know the importance of prayer in Islam, and it's one of the main acts of worship. So they neglected this main act of worship. We know this one. And number four, they denied the day of judgment. They didn't believe, they didn't have faith in Allah's promises about this day. So number one and number four are a bit known. So let's talk about number two and number three. Number two, the reason is that they did not feed the poor. They did not feed the destitute. So I was thinking that during this month of Ramadan, lots of people feed the poor. Lots of people do. They share food. They cook for everyone. And because it's a holy month and we are all fasting, it's a good reason to feed the poor and to feed everybody, actually. So I wanted to tell you, or to encourage you and to think with you, that this act of worship should not only be done in Ramadan. Actually, this should be done the whole year. We should search for the poor people and feed them. It might seem like a very simple act. It is a simple act, but it is simple to the extent that we forget it. But I assure you that people who do this regularly, people who do feeding for the poor, it'am, on regular basis, usually they find immediate blessings in their life. So it is one of the things that we should not miss. We should not forget about it. Okay, so just this is a reminder for myself and for all of us to keep doing this nice habit, this lovely act of worship, which is feeding the poor, the whole year, not only in Ramadan. Number three, we used to indulge with those who indulge. So in the third semester in Ayat Academy, we have a whole lecture about the evils of the tongue. And here they did not say we said lies, we broke our promises. These are all, of course, forbidden stuff and also evils of the tongue. But what they mentioned here is كنا نخوض مع الخائضين. So we indulged with those who indulged. The expression is so deep and so eloquent that I wanted to focus on it because we are all trapped. Most of us are trapped in the social media and in the trend. So كنا نخوض مع الخائضين. For me, it is like following blindly the trend, and we would say anything. Like we would say, we would just say what everybody's saying, even if it's haram, even if it is not of our concern, even it's talking about sins. So I will tell you 3 of the evils of the tongue, which is talking about things that is not things that are not of our concern. So things that are none of our business, talking about them, this is considered one of the evils of the tongue. Then the things that concern us, talking excessively about them it's also not recommended, like loquaciousness, talking. That's why I will try to keep it short. Number 3 is talking about vain discourse, which is talking about sins, talking about private issues about other people, invading their privacy, talking about drinking, others' relationships, things like that. So this is just an example of the evils of the tongue because it's a long list, but at least for now, let's focus on talking about the things that concern us and choosing our words and to mean what we say and say what we mean, and that's it. And try to stop ourselves from talking blah, 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 blah in every issue and following every trend blindly. No, just be aware and stay aware of what you are saying, because the tongue is a very important organ that will decide your destiny in the hereafter, inshallah, in the life after. Okay, so this was our last tip for Tazkiyah. Tomorrow, inshallah, you'll have our last tip in Ramadan. See you, inshallah, next Ramadan or in other episodes. Assalamu alaikum.